Hello, welcome to this class where we are looking at the VMware setup. We are not looking at the VirtualBox as I've mentioned already why we have just suddenly changed to VMware setup. So here there's a couple of things I need to point out and make you clear so you can understand what is happening. In the first instance, we have downloaded the VMware setup and we need to, to download a file with an extension of OVA. Now, this OVA file is a compressed image of an Ubuntu operating system called Metasploitable2. So the Metasploitable2 is set up in a way that inside they have installed old applications which makes the this OVA to be exploitable. So we are going to be exploiting some of the services which they are already corrupt in the Metasploitable tool. No, so how does the VMware works? So once you install it in the host operating system Windows, it will occupy inside here of the Windows 7 and you install the OVA. So the OVA will be inside and Windows 7 will be outside. So the Windows 7 outside is called the host operating system and the um, operating system which is Ubuntu inside, which is the Metasploitable. This is called now the guest. So is the guest. So it's the guest operating system. Now the guest operating system would connect to the Windows server here on an interface. So this will be so it will be interface. So this interface might be Ethernet 1 or Ether 1. So this Ether 1 will be able to get the 10.10.12, it could be .16 inside. And the guest operating system is already connected to the network and it will also get 10.10.12. Let's say 51. So this connection, the interface, will now be called a bridge. So it will be in a form of a bridge. So because it's a bridge network, what could happen is we could be able to type or ping rather, let's use ping. We could ping the 10.10.12.51. So the guest operating system will be able to talk to the actual Windows host and vice versa. The Windows host can also talk to the guest operating system on that IP address. So that's the connection. So this is what we want to perform. And when we have our Wireshark, whether it's in the host operating system, we should be able to see both traffic going across. So we should be seeing both traffic across, and then the traffic we can capture, it will be in form what is called a pickup. So we will store it in a pickup file. Okay, so what we need to do here is clear the screen just to enforce what we are talking about. I'll get the diagram here. So let's go over just a little bit to confirm in our heads what we are doing here. So we'll use this diagram. So as I mentioned already, we are in Windows, which is Windows 10.10.12.15. We'll be able to do a ping request, which will go into the VMware, and VMware will direct it to the Metasploitable here, where is it has got the 10.10.12.21. So that's what we are going to do. But in order to do this, we are setting up the VMware with the Metasploitable. So first step will be um, setting up the VMware first. After setting up VMware, we are going to download Metasploitable 2, and then we'll install in step 2 is, so we are going to install Metasploitable 2 in VMware. Then the third step is pinging 10.10.12.21, and we want to see it working. So that's what we are doing. So let's go for the first stage. So here I've just double clicked the icon on the desktop for the VMware workstation, and once you do that, you get this window here. So here we are using the workstation 15 for free for non-commercial use. So we'll click continue, then we'll click finish. Then we are going to get this window here. Now at the moment is blank because we don't have any image to create a new virtual machine. So you can also open a virtual machine which is already in existence. So when we download the OVA, we are not going to create a new virtual machine. We are going to create a we are just going to open the virtual machine. So here um, so remember, when we create a new machine, we use the file which has got, it's an ISO image. If we are going to open already done VM machine, we are going to use OVA, or sometimes I think it's ADK. I might be wrong the spelling for it, but I think it will be either W. Um, we can go back and check the actual extension for the other file, but definitely the OVA. And here is just upgrading the virtual workstation to Pro. So we are only going to use these two. So we need to go and download the OVA of uh, Metasploitable 2. So let's go and download it. So I'll get the, let's get a browser. Now on this browser, we are going to type meta so we are going Metasploitable 2. So there are um, several areas we can get it. Originally is you can find it on Rapid 7, but the one I'm going to download so it doesn't, I don't, on Metasploitable 2 you have to give your credentials, but on Metasploitable SourceForge you don't need it. So here I'll just click Metasploitable. There we are. So let's see where it is. Let's see if we say download. Do we get it there? So it says it's coming shortly. There we are. As you can see from the bottom window here, uh, it's being downloaded here. So we have got about 8 minutes in for it to be downloaded fully. So what I'll do is I'll just stop the video recording for a bit so that it downloads. Once it's downloaded, then we'll continue. Now that the download has finished, let's go into the downloads folder. So I'm in the downloads folder. This is the Metasploitable 2.0.0. So what I'll do here is just copy it to a folder which I just prepare. So I've made a folder called VirtualBox. So this is where the Metasploitable 2 will be. So I'll just paste it in there. So once it's pasted in there, I will extract it. So I'll just go extract here. Then if I double click to go inside, you see this folder here. Now this folder, you can see the extension is different. It's VMSD instead of OVE. So I'll still use, this is the other folder I had mentioned, I had failed to mention that we could use it to open. So that's the one we are going to use here. It has got the extension again of virtual disk file, VMware virtual disk file. So I'll exit this folder, then I'll go into open virtual machine. Then I'll navigate to where I just um, extract the VM file for the Metasploitable. Then it's in Metasploitable 2. This is the file. So I'll just highlight it and click open. And there we have it. It's open in VMware Workstation. So if you go edit VirtualBox, virtual machine settings, if I click there, you see that we have got it. The memory is at 512, is one processor. The hard drive is 8 gig, and it's on NAT. Now here, because it's on NAT, we need to change it to bridge. So I'll click here. So on power, it's going to go on to bridge. So this will replicate physical network connection state. Yeah. So we are not configuring the adapter, it's already configured here. Here you can see this is the second adapter, so it can have two. Then you have got also USB, so we can connect a USB to this machine, and the display will be on auto. So that's done. We'll click OK. Then I'll click play virtual machine. Then here you can say I've moved it. So here let's download, I think is some of the drivers. So download the virtual machine tools, and you can see in the background there is it has run, and that's the Metasploitable 2. Now here the login will be MSF admin. So the tools have finished downloading. So the username is MSF admin, and the password is also MSF admin. So here I'll just increase the, before we go to in, increase the font here, I'll type in MSF admin. Then the password is also MSF admin. So here we can do ifconfig. So we see that the IP address is 10.10.12.50.72. So let's see. So what is happening now is because the keyboard has locked the mouse, so we need to find out what key So let's use the so as you can see, we are stuck with the mouse here. So we are back again. So here or install. There we are. So here I'll just clear the screen. So what happened there was you have to press Control Alt to be able to come out of here. So if you click inside, you are able to log in. So I'll log in as MSF admin, then enter, then MSF admin. then enter again, then I can type clear, then I'll do if config. So sometimes you can do if config space, then we put this character here. Let's see, it's not coming up. Just do r up minus a. It can show you the IP address which is the default gateway, but we'll come to what a default gateway is all about. Let me maybe just explain. So this computer, we see the IP address 10.10.10.12.1. It allows is what the VMware or the router in this network is. So that's where we go. But the IP address we are going to be pinging is this one here. So let's straight away do that to ping this computer we just set up. So we'll bring it here. Then here I'm going just to bring a terminal. So this is the terminal. It's called CMDR. So the terminal here is called CMDR. Now this terminal has got some bash inside it, and when you install it, it has got also a bin folder. So all the external program you install, like let's say Python 3, you install it in the bin folder. This also comes with SSH. So what we are going to do here is we are going to use ping, which is already installed in Windows, to go and ping that IP address. So that's our first task. So to do that, let's clear the screen here. Then I'll come here. Then all I need to do is doing the command ping. Then I'll do minus n, then 1. Let's do 1. Then the IP address, which is 10.10.12.72. So if we are able to ping the 72, that means we can be able to interact with this machine here. So just press enter here. So here we have used the program ping, and we have sent one packet, and we have sent it to 10.10.12.72, which is there. Then what we have sent is 32 bytes, and the time it took 1 millisecond, and we have got a TTL, which will come to know what TTL is, as 64. So here we have sent one packet, we have received as the response one packet, we didn't lose any packets. So this is how we use ping to be able to know that we have got a connection from this computer to that computer. Now we need to find if we can be able to ping this computer and be able to ping the host. So to do that, we are going to do similar like what we did in the first place. So I'll type clear. Then let's get rid of the pen there. So we need to find the IP address for this Windows by doing IP config. So here we have got lots of information. So I'll go up to the very top. So Windows IP configuration, Ethernet adapter, local connection 6. So here we can see we have got 16892, which is not the case. So if we go down, this is our IP address because it's IP version 4 address 10.10.12.15. So what we are going to do is go to the Metasploitable and I'll do ping minus C1 then 10.10.12.15 enter. So as you can see from, let's get the pen here. As you can see from here, it says 100 packets lost. So we are not able, because we type it wrong, there is 19 here, which that's why we couldn't be able to ping the .15. So I'll just put upward arrow and go in here and remove the 914, then press enter, then Control Alt to get the mouse back. Then here you see that the results are just sent. TTL is 128 and you see 1 packet received, 0 packet lost. So this was good. So we are able to ping that machine and this machine is able to ping that machine. So we have got the communication. So in the next video, what I'm going to do here is just record the ICMP. So why am I saying is ICMP? So the protocols here for ping will send it an ICMP packet, which if you remember is, I think here is about 84 bytes it did send. So we need to capture those bytes, the ICMP, and see what we can view inside. So with that, I thank you for viewing.